So hi everyone, welcome to another video. We're going to do this timing chain on this engine, this 2 litre engine now. Not going to do it, but we'll see what it's like to take off. I appreciate it's inside of an engine and you maybe could have to jack side of the engine up to do it. I've never done one on the car, on one of these vans. I've done one on a CRV Mark 2 and Mark 3 timing chains. Both had stretched, or the links had worn, looking like it stretched about 1/8 of an inch. I just want to see how hard it is to take this off, mark it back up and technically put it back on if you want to have a go yourself at doing yours maybe. These chains are due around 100,000 miles. Picked that up over years of obviously forums and information myself. So if your van's pushing quite a bit, it's this bottom sprocket I believe that wears. It just goes to chocolate and it spins round and smashes it to bits. This one doesn't look too bad, but it's developed a hole in the side of the engine. We've got a bit of normality now. We've got it on an engine stand, something like. I've had to make it fit today, and we sat down today, so that helped. So the engine is an M9R L782. If that makes any use to anybody, that's what we're doing. If you remember, I had a bit of a nightmare with that. Watch the other video on getting this case off. It's a bit bananaed, but I think it'd straighten out, to be honest. But yeah, I looked a bit of an idiot, didn't I? So hope you enjoyed the other video with the injectors. Quality job that. I enjoyed that, making that thing, getting it working. So the first thing I normally do is mark these up, but I use one of these pens. But another thing to use is you can scribe stuff and pop marks and stuff like that. I don't think there's any timing markings on these engines at all. There's a mark up there, but there's nothing on the casing. These links I think are important. See, this link here is a different colour. Normally on some Hondas they used to have gold links to mark them up, but we're going to see if that is the right place. I know this pin here, I'm going to move the camera around quite a bit, this part here has to be lined up with that pin there. Again, there's not really any kind of markings on it. I mean, I've never done one of these, so if somebody's done one and I'm telling you wrong, please comment on below, but put that there, it should line up with that. And then this link up here is a different colour, so we're just going to mark that there. And then there's a marking on this puller here, and then what we'll do is we'll just have to do that. Well, yeah. No. Right. What you can do is, bear in mind this engine's dead, and I used to pop a lot of centre pops and centre marks so I couldn't lose in case it got rubbed off. So for what it is, I just done that. Yeah, you don't, it's up to you whether you do that. Don't wreck your engine for it. So we've done that. Now what there is, this kit I've got, let's say we're doing this off the thing. I've got this little timing toolkit. This part I think is for the top. I don't really use this bit, but I think this part is for the bolt at the bottom on your main nut on there. So when you do your pulley, it comes off to stop it all turning. You can hold that and gun it off. It does fit in there, and you can turn it. You must always turn these edges clockwise, never anti-clockwise. But if you do it clockwise, you can see if this is knackered, because this will start pulling forward. So it's chain don't look too bad, to be honest, at sprockets. I wonder what's happened to the engine, but I think that's for. There's a few extra bits in here that aren't for this vehicle. I think it does quite a lot of cars, this little kit. Detonator pin, that's going to go in there when we pull this back. This long pin that comes with it is for the side of the engine. So I'll just put this down a minute, spin the engine, I'll try and turn it if I can. So what we've got is, believe it or not, in there, I'll just put a bit of marker on it. Hope you're still with us. It's there. That you get through your front bumper, and that is for the locking pin for the crank, so I presume that's going to go all the way through, and the socket is an E14. So trust me, I've slackened this off because it's pretty tight, but I think you're going to go right through the front of the car to get to it. So don't lose that. Let's see if this screws all the way in. So I've not done it yet. Whatever that's doing, it's in like that. Let's see what it does. Let's give this a wiggle. Right. So if I do that, like I said, it should go clockwise, but if I do that, it's actually, hang on, it's up against something there. So let's just take that out. So this is all just, what does that pin do? You might think, well, why am I putting that? Let's see if I can do it this way. I should do it this way. I'm gonna, right, so it does move. So that pin, oh, that's the stand moving, don't worry about that. Right, if engine falls off, won't we? So that, once you've got on there, so I could use my marks up there, can't I? This engine might have detonated and catastrophically failed and knocked all timing out, but pull that back to there clockwise. Right. So it just looks a little bit, I think the pin's being manufactured a little bit out of sorts, that, but it's not me. Right. So we've never done this before, so that's locked that off. If you were to do it backwards, you can see that it does lock off against it. So the next thing we'll do is put this gadget on. Well, this gadget, I think, locks these top pins off up here like that, because there's a slot at the top of your pulley there and that in there, and there's a hole in that sprocket. Now that pulley ain't lined up. This engine might be knackered, but that has got to go, I reckon, in there, and it makes it. This engine might be fluid. Well, we know what it is, don't we? Right, so that's in there, and there's a bolt that comes with it there. Let's just see why that doesn't line up with that. I mean, doing this on a car must be a nightmare, but there's lots of people do these every day, so you know, so you can actually, if that lines up with that, then that's locked off. Let's have a look. Like I say, something might have happened to this engine, cause it timing to jump anyway if oil's come out of it. But what we want to know is that on there. Oops. And that's lined up with that. does seem a little bit odd. Like that on there. Yeah, so something's out here, because them teeth look like the line top of that sprocket carrier. Let's go this way a bit. That's lined up there. So this. I don't know why I've had to knock that in there really. I mean it should just drop in. Whether it is slightly out, I don't know. It might be the tooling that's out, but that's all. That's tight. Like I say, we don't know what's happening to this engine, do we? So it might be that bolt. Maybe you got to tighten it up with that bolt and pull it in, and maybe it doesn't just slot in. So yeah, so we're lined up on there, we've got them in there, them 2 pins on there. So can we just crack these off? Well, let's push this back, let's get this back. Like that. This must be really difficult up and down under the car. So chain's now slack. Crank's locked off, that's locked off. Let's take the guides out first. Let's just take this one out. I don't know what the torque settings are for these. Obviously we'd have to somehow find it online, wouldn't we? I do the water pump as well while you're here. I think these are quite a big job to do. People come to do them. I can see why people want people to do them, not have a go yourself. I'll have a go. You know, if you get another van, we'll have a go. I think that blue one's been done, but it looks like it's all mashy timey thing. They're the guides, or shoes, I think you call them. Look a bit worn, don't they? I don't know if it should be like that, do you? Should it be like that? I don't know. You might be saying it can be replaced or something at some point. I think you get new bolts with the one, so that's that. Yeah, they're tight. So we'll be working width to that, won't we? To do it. You might be able to little quarter ratchet, air ratchets. You know, crack it with a decent quarter drive. Get a little air ratchet. So nothing should really move now. Hopefully we're doing it in right order. And then we'll... I was going to use my torque wrench to try and guess the torque settings, but there's no point, you know, it's no point in telling you out because I don't know myself. So let's have a go. Right, that's that one off. What do you think? Does it look worn out? Let's just keep that on that separate there like that. 8mm for that. Well, we don't need to take it adjuster off, do we? You know, it's just there. Let's try get this this moving. Let's have a look, see what happens. Oh, they're tight. They're a few newtons. Nothing's moving though. None of the sprockets are moving. Yeah. Try to do it. So that's that top link there because it's a different colour. And bear in mind we'll be up above, won't we? And that's still locked in there. That's in there. And that's the ones we're taking off really. We're not touching that. Because that's given behind. So let's take this off, see what happens. And that hole there, looking at this, that link lines up with that hole. Like that. So there'll be a reason for that. Somebody knows, stick me a comment. Or if you do these, are you cringing that I'm doing it like this? I don't know. But nothing's moved. Right, let's take this off. I like to know why to knock that. It might just be settling that, you know. Fractions out. You didn't have to hit it hard, but oh, there we go. So, if this engine's failed, do we think that that sprocket should be there? I mean, it was like that, so really a mark on there would have helped, wouldn't it? But it can't move that sprocket, so why? Why does that sprocket adjust like that? Let's just have a quick look. Over to that one, like that. And then we'll put our socket in there. Put that on there. We're in there, look. Oops, sorry. We're in there. I'll just keep hold of it a minute, put my bolt in. Better little air ratchet on these, I think. That's it. Let's do it by the book. Let's just nip that up so it don't fly out. So our bottom pulley's not, our bottom crank's not moved. That sprocket's dropped back to that line there. This one, if I wanted, can I just move this one round? Let's have a look. Right, so that's locked on there, so that is locked to that tooth there. Right, let's just do that. There'll be a good torque setting for this, would I imagine, but we don't have it. But for the purpose of this video, you can see how these tools work. I'll just nip them up. This engine won't be going back in the van anyway, so it doesn't matter. I'm a bit concerned about that. That ain't right. I mean, it can't go over the side, it can't be wrong bolts. So I just took it out, so something's not right. So if I pull this pin, it should spin out. Or it should push the chain out. So have a look. So it's, yeah, so it's gone a bit, it's got a bit of tension on it now. So that's on. If that's supposed to be like that, let us know. But yeah, we've got quite a bit of slack at this side, haven't we? So let's just take that. Let's just take this gadget off, and it hopefully it should tighten up. Let's have a look. happens. So there we go. It's all tight. Let's have another look at that. Let's have another look. That wrong there. How would that slip around there then? Because that's gone back in the same place as it was when we took it off. It's odd really, that, isn't it? Why is it? How did it jump across like that? You can't. Let's have a quick look at this. Did I do out wrong? Did you see me do out wrong? This is probably the absolutely wrong way of doing this, but I just want to see, checking this off and see what happens. Right, so them cams have twisted round, haven't they? So did I have them actual bolts tight enough before I took this tool off? Maybe not, maybe not. So do that. So that's pulling that cam round, look, can you see? We'll suss it out in a minute. Let's just get that on there. Right, so that definitely locks that in there like that. Let's push this tensioner back in here. So do that. Right. These bolts here, there must be a really good torque setting for these bolts, because once you undo this, it must move everything. Something jumped in it when I did that. It almost like everything sprang back. I don't know what the torque setting is, but pull the pin out. That snapped into shit place there, and I hope we're somewhere close with that. And that has that sprocket has turned. Yeah. Let's let's have another look. I'm going to put that sprocket in line with them two marks. I want to see if I can do it. So put that back in there. Let's do that. Let's just take this guide off this side. I'll just do it with one guide. Let's take this. I want to try do it. I want to try put it back to how it was. Right. Let's just put that gadget back on there. We're quite good at this now, aren't we? Right in there like that. Hit me in the face. Right, let's get this off. I want that pulley to stay there. For some reason when I took it off, it jumped, didn't it? So we're just a little, are we out with chain, do you think, by one link? Just put that like that. There we go. So you could probably mark the chain if you have to. So you put the chain on the right link. So I'm going to go with that there. So I've just moved it round one link. Let's give it. They're all lined up. That's lined up right. Let's see if we're one link out. It needs to stay there. Thereabouts when we take it off. You think there'd be a mark, wouldn't you? Something like that on these, just to. It's got to be tight. That I don't know what the torque setting is, but so you can let me know. Throw this back on. It's all well and good doing it like this. Imagine doing it on an engine in a gun. But we're gonna do it, aren't we? Let's put it to the test. We'll get another van at some point. Let's do it. Let's get a timing chain kit and do it actually on a van. See how long it takes us to do properly. But we've got a bit of an insight now, haven't we? And would you have a go at your own? That's right. So we've put it slack there. So just pull the pin. Grenade pin. Right. What happens when we take this off here? Are we ready? I think it'll move a bit because it's moves nothing. So that's what we were, just one tooth out on that chain. So the chain was too far that way. Whether it makes a difference, I don't really know, because it looks like this locks the cam to that cam and that hole and there. But is that some sort of anti-damage thing or what? Why does it slide like that? I'll maybe ask somebody at vauxhall, you know, have a word with. I know a couple of lads. I'll have a chat with them and see what it is. But if somebody does know, stickers a comment up. But there's no markings on this at all. But if you know, if I think if you're keeping your van, maybe when you do it, clean it all up, look at everything and mark it, put your own marks on. However you want to do that. I don't, you know, I use the chisel just to mark the top casing. It's not the end of the world, that is it, but at least you've got something to work to every year you do your van, or every 100,000 mile. Some vans do really well and push 200,000, don't they? 250, 300,000 mile. But I think this chain's a common failure on these. It's like chocolate. It just wears out. These touch, snap, boom, your engine's finished. This may have stuck on this one, but I'll show you. I'll spin this quickly around to show you. There's a tiny hole inside the block. And by the way, the kit I got online, it comes with a few extra bits, but for our purposes we just need that pin, that tool, and that locking pin. Oh, we need to take that out again. Don't forget to take that out, and make sure you put your bolt back in. So I'll quickly show you this, if I can spin it round. It's quite heavy now. We're on an engine stand, we look like professional, don't we? It won't spin too well, this, but I'll take it off here just a sec. Let's unscrew it off there. So the hole is there in the block. Can you see it? There. So yeah, that's where it is. We'll get the turbo off it and stuff like that. Bolt it to engine stand best I can. That flywheel nut was a nightmare that I damaged. So you need that proper tool to get a chisel on it. Hit my hand a few times. Your oil return feed there. You might have some problems with that dripping at some point. Down back at engine there. I think it shot this engine. You know, there's something's gone on there. It's lost all its oil at some point. But I'll turn it over. We'll take the head off it. We'll spin it over. Get the sump off. and see how bad it is. All these sensors are down here. I'll have to Google part numbers on that one and that one and see what they are, and I can tell you what's located where. So yeah, so if you've enjoyed this video, I hope you enjoy other videos we're doing. It's all good fun in it. It's all good practice. Just clamp you back on here. Hope you found them interesting. Hopefully you come across my channel and you find us interesting what we're doing. We're building some Renault Vivaros up on a couple of them now, so plenty of bits of jobs to do you might be doing on your own this year. So thanks very much for watching. Like I said, this engine's scrap. I just wanted to see what it was like to set the timing chain off and put it back on, and I think it's gone back on. Send it back round the right way. Let me know what you think, and we'll do one on a proper van next time. Thanks very much for watching. Thanks for taking your time to watch my videos. Massive thanks to everyone that subscribes to my channel. Got more every day, which is great. It's watched all over the world. Even if it's just one video, 2 videos, it might have helped somebody stuck in a situation with their van. So thanks again, guys, and I'll catch everyone in the next video when we're doing some hopefully some injector coding on this van, and I'll show you how to make a Renault Traffic tell it it's a Vivaro. So thanks very much, and I'll catch you in the next video. Bye for now.